Hello, today we are going to do a lesson in special education with math, and the standard is recognizing and drawing shapes that have specified attributes such as given number of angles or given number of equal faces. We're going to identify triangles, quadrilaterals, pentagons, and hexagons and cubes, but today we're just going to be working with triangles, squares, and pentagons, and these are the 5 activities we will do. And this is just the instruction of what they're going to do in this lesson. This is the first activity. We're going to draw and outline the shapes and how many sides each shape has. So, in this lesson, they would come up to the board and use the marker and draw the shape on the board as best as they can, and each student would be able to come up and have a chance to write and draw the shape as they please, and we would just continue on like this until everyone got a chance and got to write down and draw each side as best as they possibly can. And that continues on, and there's many options for them to use. Then activity 2, we are going to match the numbers to their correct shapes. So we're just going to scroll down, and so we would have certain students come up to the board and they would pick the 5 and they would drag it over to here, and that would be correct. And if they tried the 3 instead of put on the square instead of the triangle, it would just refer back and they would work together as a team to figure out which number goes to each shape. Then we're going to move on to the next activity, which is matching the shapes to their numbers. So we are working with the pentagon, square, and triangle as usual. So they have to then take the pentagon and figure out which shape it's going to go to. So we're going to put it here, and that's where they know. Or if they wanted to, they could drag the shape to the name and do that as well. Again, they would be working in a team and be a small classroom, so they would be able to work together and collaborate. And they are identifying the shapes through the square, triangle, pentagon, just to figure out the name, how many sides they have, and how many corners they have. And this one's the corner activity. And so the instructions are, in each shape there's a circle around each corner where the 2 sides will meet, and in the circle they need to write on the board how many corners there are. So each student would be able to come up to the board and draw 1, 2, 3, 4, and so they see that there's 4 corners, and in the line on the board they would draw or write a number 4, and they would continue this throughout each activity and each shape to understand the full method. The last one is more so filling in the blanks as well, and they have to figure out together from all the past activities of trying to answer the question. So a triangle has 3 sides, square has 4, and pentagon has so on and so forth. And it continues on, and they have to do it with corners, and they have to do it with words as well. So they have to spell out the word as best as they can, because we're not working on spelling because this is math. So they would do that throughout the whole activity, and they would do that the same for these as well. And so that is the lesson plan, and I hope you enjoy.